3 years he's been saying he's going to make me cry at the banquet. Literally since Friday's freshman year. So again, I'm not much of a crier, so I'm going to go ahead and just do this stone face here. Grady Greenwood is the person with Bailey and Simon. Actually, probably put Grady I've coached longer because he's a year older than you guys. So he's the guy that I've coached the longest out of his team. And I can honestly say that Grady is probably the most natural born leader that I have ever coached. And I'm going to kind of tell you a story and kind of hopefully tie it together. But it was November of last year that I received a phone call. And it was a time that I was struggling a lot. And the transition to Lincoln East was tough because there's a lot of people at Lincoln Southeast that I had built and formed really great relationships and I truly cared about and loved a great deal. And some of them, Bailey Hergott, Simon Nab, they were here with me, which was pretty exciting. And but just the job was hard. The job was to transition from one school to the next, brand new students, brand new teachers, not knowing how how everything works, and the stress was getting to me. And it was just about before the start of wrestling season, I received a phone call and said, "Grady Greenwood on it." And again, this is a kid that is probably the most natural born leader that I've ever coached. And I can still remember that conversation. And he said, "Coach, how you doing?" He said, "I really miss you." And he said, "Both these seasons didn't go very well, and I'm thinking about transferring to East." And at PC and however non-recruiting I can possibly be, I said, "Grady, I love you. I miss you too, and I want what's best for you." And but deep down inside, I was saying, "I need you to come to Lincoln East High School." So then I told Keenan that Grady called me, and I told him about how special the kid he was, and just how he was the epitome of what we wanted to build at Lincoln East High School. That he was the type of person and wrestler that we could point to and say, we want you to model after Grady. And I didn't hear anything for like another month. Kind of was on the edge there. That the rest of the season had started, and I wanted to make sure that I gave Grady plenty of space and that he made the decision on his own. But later on, it was about a week or two before the end of the semester, I got word that Grady had made the decision to transfer to East High School. And to say I was ecstatic would be a pretty strong understatement. But Grady can honestly, I would say that probably one of the coolest people I've met. And Grady didn't make me cry. And I don't mean by the way that the culture described as cool, not like wearing the coolest thing, obviously. Don't think he's going to dress up tonight, and that's how he dresses up. Not that he says the right things always, and he's just a super popular kid, which he is. He really is. But the reason why I'd say he's one of the coolest people I know is because he treats every single person, whether you have something to give him or not. He treats people like they're the best person on the face of the earth. He wants to be every single person's friend, from the kid that has absolutely no friends in this cafeteria. I could definitely see Grady sitting next to a kid that has absolutely no friends and patting him on the back and saying, how's your day going? And to me, that is what defines cool, is not by the culture definitions or just talking to people that are also really popular, but caring and loving every single person as if they were your brother, or as if they were your sister. And I think Grady Greenwood does that to a T. And when he came over, Coach Campbell is the basketball coach, and he goes, he goes, Greenwood is a transfer? I said, yeah, he's a transfer. So I was super excited. He said, I would never thought he was a transfer because he's yapping in my class and talking with other kids like the first week of class, like he's just like been here for 3 years. Oh yeah, that's Greenwood for you. And since then, he's had a lot of accomplishments since he's transferred to East. I think he's a spirit king. Yeah. Pretty proud of that. He knocks on my door every 7th period and he's like, hey, I'm like, no, Grady, I'm working on stuff right now. I can't have you bother me. Don't be grumpy. But he's someone that has meant a lot for our program in the very short amount of time that he's been here. He's helped us build a culture that we want to build and just talk about family, forget about me, I love you, that's how Grady Greenwood lives. And I'm proud as heck of him. I think the end of the season, not being a state medalist was really hard for him. I think that was a goal that he wanted to attain. But then the way that he came back and performed at state duels, like Coach Grady was talking about, that was just like one of the most special days for Grady Greenwood is to be able to beat all of these state medalists. He had to avenge a loss and finish the day 3-0. And a medal tarnishes, a medal collects dust. But the person that you are and the person that you become through the sport and through this experience is what lasts with you forever. And I'm going to stop talking and let the guy just blubber up here because I'm not crying. Props, I got more.
Hi guys, I'm Grady. Sometimes people call me Albert. First off, I want to thank my parents, coaches, and all my teammates for giving me so much. That made so many sacrifices for me. I want you to know how grateful and blessed I feel for that. Thank you. It's kind of funny to be up here today, talking to all of you right now. I remember vividly being a freshman, my first wrestling banquet, and seeing all the seniors speak in front of the team coaches and parents. I admired them so much and thought it was a super cool experience. That all these wrestlers were expressing their love of the sport and their coaches for so many years. When I say tears, I mean really just tears. That coach kept crying so much that it was really hard to hear all the speeches. Seriously, I was excited to be one of those seniors someday. To be able to stand up here and tell my wrestling story and how much all of this meant to me. I think about that about my speech. I would think about my speech almost every day. In the car on the way to school, after dinner, relaxing in my room. Mostly I would practice my speech during practice while Coach McCurdy was doing his ring rest. The point is, I was excited to be a senior. And now that I am, I really wish I wasn't. I wish I could do it all again, because it went by way too fast. I enjoyed every single wrestling moment I had, even when I was getting my butt kicked, which happened a lot, especially in those early years. If you asked me 5 years ago where I was going to be, I would have told you probably Lincoln Southeast. I never imagined myself being this. And truthfully, if it wasn't for Coach Relish, I probably wouldn't be here. I remember the day that I met Rudd. He was at Lincoln Southeast Wrestling Camp the summer after my 7th grade year. Coach was teaching us all the Super Duck. I didn't even know he was the head coach. I thought he was a senior wrestler because he didn't know how to grow a beard back I didn't know that he was the head coach until my dad told me after he came over. I do remember the day he left Southeast. Brett had us all gathered in one of the music rooms at the school. And he told us what his future was. He said he was going to Lincoln East to be the co-head coach of McCurdy, one of his best friends and his college teammate. And when we heard the news, I got pretty emotional. There was a lot of sadness and a lot of tears shed. Many of the wrestlers got hurt and lost, but I didn't feel hurt. I was sad because I was really wanting to shoot. But mostly I felt proud of you. I knew that you had made a tough decision to make. That not many men would make. You made a decision that you would always preach in the wrestling room about being a man. You made a decision that was good for you, for your family, and you supported your beliefs, even though it was hard to do. I respect that. So I look back on it, I wasn't mad or sad, I was just grateful that you were my coach. After seeing my coach make a courageous choice like that, I knew that I had to make a decision about my future. I remember the night that I made the decision to transfer to East. I didn't know anybody but Ryan, but I didn't care. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith to find your own happiness. And that's easy to say, but it's really hard to do. Many people ask me why I left Southeast to this day, and I reply because I wanted to be on the fourth place team of both wrestling, football, and wrestling. In essence, felt like me all the time in recreational uses. But honestly, I left because I wanted to make something better for myself. And I think today, society tries to make you feel like you don't have choices. But in reality, you do. And this experience in Coach Rutledge's inspiration taught me to be brave and not let others define me as a wrestler, as an athlete, and as a person. And I can see Coach back there shedding a few tears. So we come full circle from my first match to my last. I got something for you. You want to see about this yet? I gathered all these tears from all the emotion-filled moments. I reserved them in this little jar. I present to you the 4 years of tears. Come on up and get your award.